What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time. Please consider subscribing. This is Manta XP, of course, and we are here to talk about this month's upcoming top 10 games releasing for the month. So we're going to be talking about the month of August, which is right around the corner. Plenty of great games coming out, plenty of games to really get us started and, set us up for the fall, which is going to be really great. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And let's get right into August releases for 2024. So first up, on August 1st, we have Star Wars Bounty Hunter coming out for PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. Now this game I didn't know was even a thing. I know people talk about, oh, we need a Mandalorian game, but apparently there was one technically. Came out in 2002. This is a remaster of that. And you get to play as Jango Fett. So during it's the time period right before Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. You'll get to fly around as a Mandalorian, use your rocket, fly around, flamethrower, traversal, everything like that. So this game seems pretty good. It's a remaster, so of course the graphics aren't, built from the ground up. It still does look like an older game, but I mean, I've heard pretty good reviews for it. I'm pretty surprised no one's really talking about it on any other outlets. So if you're looking forward to a Mandalorian game, another Star Wars game, you can check it out on August 1st. Next up, on August 2nd, the very next day, we have World of Goo 2 coming out for the Switch as well as PC, coming from 2D Boy. And now this game is pretty interesting. I always like when I hear a game has a sequel and I never heard of it before, but the description says, build bridges, grow towers, terraform terrain, and fuel flying machines in a stunning follow-up to the multi-award winning World of Goo. So as you can see on the screen, there's a lot of puzzles and different ways to solve each level. You can build, like I said, bridges to get across, power machines, things like that. From what I've seen, the game has a lot of funny, crude humor to it too. So it has some personality, and it's a nice little, cozy, not super sweaty, just really relaxed type of game. So you can check this one out on August 2nd. Next up, on August 8th, we have Cat Quest 3 coming out for PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. And I mean, it looks okay. The description on Nintendo's website says, get whiskered away on a hearty cat venture in Cat Quest 3, the third installment award-winning cat sequence. So you play through, it's an action RPG. As you can see, there's dungeon crawling. There's also, traversal and your boat going across, little boat battles, things like that. You can find treasure. There's a world map. There's, real-time strategy type games and gameplay and stuff like that. So it seems okay. It seems like someone, for people that aren't really into RPGs and kind of want to just play something or scratch that itch, but it's not really moving me. But for it to have a third installment, someone must be buying it, right? So you can check that game out if you're into it on August 8th. Next up, on August 15th, we have the Xbox Series and Xbox One release of Kena Bridge of Spirits. Now, this game originally came out on the PS4. You can also get it on the PS5. I actually saw it on sale for PS5 for like $20 recently, and I never grabbed it, but this is a action-adventure, story-driven game, combines exploration with fast-paced combat. Untangle the past as Kena, a young spirit guide in search of the sacred mountain shrine. Help free the spirits trapped in the forgotten village with the help of the Rod, her adorable yet powerful spirit companion. So this game has been compared kind of to like Zelda influence, a little Souls-like influence, things like that, with the puzzles, the adventure, but then also, the combat and things like that. So the game, I've only seen positive reviews on it. It has like 91, 92% positive on Steam right now. So it's definitely, I think, worth getting. I don't know if you want to pay full price for it, but it would have been a good Game Pass game as well. But it being a timed exclusive on Sony, maybe that wasn't going to happen. But Kena Bridge of Spirits, you can check it out on Xbox, launching on August 15th. Then the next day, on August 16th, we have a Rugrats game, Adventures of Gameland. Now, this game, believe it or not, is the 29th Rugrats game, and it's just that classic. It looks like a Game Boy Color game, which I think there was a Game Boy Color game that came out as well, but this is coming out on every console, and you're pretty much playing like a video game within a video game. And not only is it coming out on every console, Limited Run Games actually did a physical release for everything, and they also did a special NES package. So I thought that was really cool. I seen them, some of these indie developers are coming up with like game color cartridges that actually work and things like that for brand new games. So you got bunch of different games to play here. There's platforming, there's adventure, there's traversal, there's collectathons, things like that. So definitely check it out if you're a fan of Rugrats or just some of these classic like 8-bit type games. You can check it out on August 16th. Next up on August 20th, we have my most anticipated game for the month and one of my most anticipated games of the year. We have Black Myth Wukong coming out on PC as well as PS5. There's no word on when the Xbox Series version will come out, so until then, Xbox fans kind of have to wait. But this game is an action RPG as well as a Souls-like, and it just looks really good. Obviously, it's based on the Journey to the West story, and you're playing as Sun Wukong. The story looks really cool. The Unreal Engine 5, it's coming from Game Science, which is a Chinese developer, so I was really interested to see how they do with this genre. But all the creatures, this game just looks amazing. Like, I can't wait for this game to come out. Hopefully it lives up to the hype, and anyone else that's interested in it, you could check it out on August 20th. A couple days later, on August 23rd, we have the full release of Concord on the PC and PS5. Now this is being called, an Overwatch clone or another looter shooter or hero shooter, whatever you want to call it. And unfortunately, the beta didn't have great numbers. Like, I think it was around 2,000 people playing. But this is one of the games as a service games for that initiative that Sony's kind of putting out. We don't have a lot of big first party games like God of War and stuff like that coming for a while, but from what I've heard, I think a lot of people like the combat that's played with the game, but the main thing with these hero shooters is you kind of got to care about the characters. So they're doing something really creative as far as having, these periodic episodes and things like that, talking about the characters' backgrounds and things like that. But a lot of people just don't care, unfortunately. But, for people that are a fan of it and actually want to give it a try, you could check it out on PC and PS5 on August 23rd. Next up, on August 29th, we have a game that a few people were kind of disappointed in. When we first saw a short, it was like 15-second teaser trailer for something that was going to be a mature rated game for Nintendo Switch. Everyone thought it was going to be like a new horror game or a new IP, but we got this Emio, the Smiling Man, that comes out, but it comes from this developer who made this Famicom detective game back in 1988. So this is over 30 years later that this game is coming out. So, for fans that are, like these graphic novels, or not graphic novels, but, interactive media, detective type of games, then yeah, I mean, they'll enjoy this. But a lot of people just do not care about these visual novel type games or never even heard of the original series. But I mean, it's coming out on the Switch, so it might do okay. Who knows? Especially there's not a lot of M-rated, new games that aren't ports from other systems on the Switch. So maybe people will buy it just for the novelty of it, especially with it being, the last year of the Switch. So hey, who knows? But more power to him. I definitely appreciate people being able to put out, their passion projects and things they like and everything like that. And maybe the game is good. Again, it's not for me, but hey, for people that are looking forward to it, you can check it out on August 29th. Next up, on the same day, August 29th, we have Visions of Mana, a new entry in the Mana series coming out for PC, PS4, PS5, and the Xbox series of consoles. Of course, the Mana series is legendary in the RPG world, kind of from Square Enix. We did see it get a spot in the Developer Direct for Xbox, and it's looked pretty good. I mean, it's coming out at a good time, the summer vibes. There's been a lot of good things being said about the game. Of course, you have the regular kind of sort of open world. You have your party, pretty much regular RPG stuff, right? And then you can just hop, as you can see here, in and out of battles just, seamlessly, and, do different combo attacks, switching between characters, things like that. So again, I've never been a fan of the Mana series. I really tried it, but this game is, it seems like something I would want to try, more of the action type of RPG style. So I'll definitely check it out. You can check it out as well on August 29th. And then last up, but certainly not least up, on August 30th, we have Star Wars Outlaws, which will be coming out on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5. Now, this has been a lot of people's most anticipated game of the entire year, believe it or not. So, of course, it's a Star Wars game, so a lot of people are excited for that. But also, people are getting tired of the, regular playing as a Jedi all the time. So, this is, as the game is described on Ubisoft's website, experience the first ever open world Star Wars game set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Explore distinct locations across the galaxy, both iconic and new. Risk it all as Kay Vez, a scoundrel seeking freedom and the means to start a new life, along with her companion Nyx. Fight, steal, and outweigh your way through the galaxy's crime syndicates as you join the galaxy's most wanted. So you're pretty much playing as like a bounty hunter in a sense, or like I said, a scoundrel. You just kind of go around doing different jobs, things like that. You also get to get in these dog fights with your ship, as you can see here as you're flying around. Pretty much what people wanted Starfield to look a little better like. Some of the controversy around this game, though, from recent gameplay, there's been people said it seems kind of like boring as far as like the stealth fighting and things like that, or like enemies, like the AI not really reacting as well as they should and things like that. But I don't know. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. Again, I'm not a huge Star Wars person, but one of the things some people don't like about this game as well is the fact that some of the missions, specifically this Jabba the Hutt like mission, is locked behind a paywall. Like you have to get a special edition or pre-order the game or whatever, which I don't know. I'm fine with early access giving you access to, DLC and things like that, but as far as like locking missions behind, I don't know. But it's Ubisoft, so Ubisoft's gonna Ubisoft. It is what it is. But you guys can check out Star Wars Outlaws on August 30th. That pretty much wraps it up, guys. I appreciate you guys checking out my video. Please check out my channel and look for, other videos like this that I upload every Sunday. Please subscribe if you have not already. Leave a like on this. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next video.